An eye-popping rally in silver yesterday that may or may not have been thanks to Reddit euphoria has given back a lot of the gains, pretty much all of them. Phil Streible, however, was here about 3 weeks ago, telling us long before the Reddit stuff started that silver was looking prime for a breakout. He's a chief market strategist at Blue Line Futures. So, Phil, first of all, great call. Gave you props on Twitter. Spooky good call, by the way. So walk me through what made you bullish on it. I know a lot of it was technical, and how do you feel about it now after this whippy 48 hours?
Yeah, so we were playing a technical formation. Basically, it had a giant flag pattern, and we were looking for a breakout to the upside. Trading in silver back in like 2011 and 2013, we saw those all-time highs. I could see how fast it's gonna travel. So what we did was we were actually building this position on those $1 down, $1.50 move downs last year. Anytime there'd be a washout in silver, we would build these call spreads. They were mainly the 29.35 call spreads we were targeting. And it was pretty much because of the election and around the election results that, Joe Biden is more green energy, more, solar. We were playing those kind of plays, electric vehicle. So we were really thinking that silver demand, rare earth elements, platinum, palladium, those were all really good, strong buys. And what we wanted to see was silver. It was slowly disconnecting from gold. You could see that in the gold silver ratio. But, coming into this with all that hype over the weekend, all the coin dealers running out and, seeing that gap up on the charts, we knew Monday morning you really had to be fast. You had to get out of it because implied volatility premium just popped so much. So we took it off. We booked gains for most clients, and, we're looking out for other moves.
So you're out of here. Excitement's over, Phil, or is there another bounce coming? I mean, it looks like we're, still in this sort of uptrend now. That flag pattern, maybe, has it turned into an uptrend, or you're not a believer until we move further past 29?
Well, that Reddit pop, I think, is done, and all the hype surrounding it is done. So what I believe is that I think silver is going to be a good play. So the call spreads that we took off, what we're going to do is we're going to push those out farther in the year because we're still optimistic on silver. We still believe that the dollar index is going to decline, and we think that silver, being the commodity it is, has really lagged the performance of even its peers like copper, like palladium, platinum. And then you start looking at the broad scope of commodities in general, everything from corn, soybeans, lumber. They've all gone up dramatically. So we think silver will have its day. It's just we got really lucky on the pop. I'm not going to deny it was fantastic. It was Christmas, and Groundhog's Day was great.
All right. So Phil, what else do you see in this market on the commodity side? If we stick with silver and gold for a sec, one of the things that struck me about the silver analysis was that you were saying that one should not expect gold to do what silver does, and that silver could have that breakout and not do it at the same time as gold. I get that case on a fundamental basis too, right? There are some more cyclical properties to silver, as you were discussing, perhaps more utility, perhaps. But gold right now, and that chart is like even more different than silver. They couldn't be more different. Is there a way to play that spread? I mean, gold just looks like it stinks again.
Yeah, gold is terrible. And I've been saying that. And people, I've always been known as this gold bug, and I've loved gold forever. And it's just that the yield curve is steepening, and gold does not perform well on it. I'm making bets with people that it'll drop below, we're betting steak dinners over if it drops below $1,800 or not. So I really believe that gold is not an asset class to be involved with. And if gold would have gone up $50 yesterday, I probably would have tried a shot at the short side of it with some clients with some high risk. But, silver needs gold to be up with it in order to provide this other dynamic to it to really get going. So that was a tall tale red flag when, gold was up $18 and silver's up $3 and it can't hang on.
Okay. So gold, what could possibly make this look better in your mind? I mean, stabilizing to see a bug that has been squashed. Phil, there's not a lot of them around. So again, props to you there for following the charts and knowing, when a chart looks beat.
I thought it was going to be a special moment, though, because of the fact that you have the gold bugs and the silver bugs, and it seems like that Reddit investor that's going after, the FANG stocks. That's what the acronym we're using for all these stocks that have gone up. That they had merged together. It was like Bitcoin guys and gold guys couldn't be farther apart. It was like they came together and they met at silver. And I thought that it would have taken off, and it just didn't happen from there. So, you know, gold, the problem with gold is that, like I said, you got the steepening yield curve, 10-year yields are popping up. They're continuing to go up. And the dollar index is now acting as a small headwind, although I'm not too optimistic on the dollar. I think that it's going to roll back over. But gold hasn't benefited with the declining dollar. So I think gold miners, utilities, and treasuries, they all need to be shorted on any kind of rally until the second half of the year. That's when economic data slows down, rate of change slows down, and you'll get the compression. You get people yelling out stagflation, deflation, and then that's when you reverse all those trades and you go along those in the back end of the year.
Okay. It sounds like, Phil, for the most part, the precious metal cohort you do not want to be a part of right now. Appreciate you joining us. Thanks for the trade leading into it. Thanks for the recap here. Phil, good stuff. Phil's the chief market strategist at Blue Line Futures. And we get back.